Hello and join us as we go live to Caracas, Venezuela, where President Nicolás Maduro is attending at this moment to the inauguration of the National University of the Communes. Let's see, this is a moment in which the President is taking part in this inauguration, this important inauguration that is taking place just one day before the mega elections that are going to be taking place in Venezuela, in a moment in which the communes are going to be playing a key role. Let's remember that for these legislative and regional elections that are going to be taking place this Sunday, May 25th, over 21 million Venezuelans are called to vote in these elections for 569 positions. So many positions that this is going to be a mega elections for Venezuelans. Also, there are going to be elected 285 National Assembly deputies, 260 Legislative Council representatives. Delegations from several countries have already arrived to Venezuela to observe this electoral process that is a crucial moment for the defense of democracy in the country. At this moment, President Nicolás Maduro is entering the facilities of the National University of the Communes. He is speaking to the crowd. He is willing to improve and to call for everyone to go to the polls this Sunday, May 25th, for these mega elections that are going to be crucial for the defense of the achievements of the Bolivarian Revolution under the leadership of President Nicolás Maduro, who has put the communes at the very center of the political decision-making of the country. This is a crucial moment for the communes, that are space that is going to be open for the development, for the education of the communes of the country that are also playing an important role in this democratic process in which the people are going to be the ones who decide the future of Venezuela with the leadership of President Nicolás Maduro and the Bolivarian government, constitutionally elected and defended by the country himself. Let's listen to his statements at this moment.
We are sons of Bolivar and Sucre, and we will just pave the way to there. I tell you from Carabobos, today, May 24th, 200 years that we were there. We are a unique people. The real Colombia is rebellious, is anti-imperialism, and so we will rebuild the great Colombia, rebellious, anti-imperialist, anti-oligarchic. Well, here, an inspiration of a countryside. I would like you to give us a view of what is being built and give us a view of the growth that is going to go through these university campuses. Well, good afternoon, my commander. Thank you for the opportunity of giving me the floor and giving me the opportunity to build up this wonderful university. It is one of the greatest universities in our country, not only for the infrastructure, but for what it's going to be. It's going to be the School of Communes, the University of Communes, in which we are going to be trained as communers of this homeland, following the dream of our President and Commander-in-Chief Chavez, and you following that legacy. Well, we have been for 14 years, and
we were live to Caracas, Venezuela at this hour, where President Nicolás Maduro offers statements during the inauguration of the National University of the Communes one day before the mega elections that are scheduled for this May 25th, in which over 21 million Venezuelans are going to the polls to elect the legislative deputies, also the governors of the 24 states of the country. Let's listen to more statements from the president.
Which precisely the governors of the country, the president, vice presidents of the country, vice vice ministers and chairs of the main companies and governors that are going to be elected tomorrow, and deputies, men and women, have their stage of training in this university. I agree, and we just remain in the theory, but so if just any of us take a week to prepare, to train in lessons, debates, workshops, sports as a student, I see eye to eye to this. We will do it. So as we finish with elections tomorrow, next week I just summon to a strategy workshop of Communes here in the headquarters of the National University of Communes to plan the future steps. So as part of the seventh transformation, to all governors elected tomorrow. So you give me a good idea. So let's get forward, Silita. We are just going ahead, and so we just continue, and we will precisely go to the classrooms and to the set in which I am going to sign two important decrees for the country, very paramount for the country, 2 decrees that with a high level of law that I am going to explain at due time, and so we precisely are going ahead to this. So come here. So the Governor Lacava is here, and so we will see each other next week in the workshop of strategic planning at the 7th transformation, just to align the agendas of the 24 governors, men and women, that the people is going to elect tomorrow. So I have been informed officially that at this time, 100% of polling stations are already installed. Of all the voting centers are already, so the table is ready, and everyone is set, and tomorrow we will elect, and electing well. So vote and vote well to continue advancing and consolidating the peace of the country, stability of the country, the unity of the country, and to advance in the direct democracy plans to advance in the plans of works. I've been calculating in the next 4 years, governors, men and women that are going to be elected, they, in conjunction, we will do 96,000 works for the people. I have the money, I have the resources, and the communal circuits are gonna do it. So let's see the sports facilities, and then we will see the classrooms. There's no rush. It's Saturday, and it is a sunny day, but it's a good temperature. Well, President, I think that this is a good message, President, for the whole community. And this message that is going to be directed to the ones that do not understand how after this illegal and fair blockade there are still works, existing works incredible as the ones that we have been witnessing right now. So in the international community doesn't understand this, but we won't get tired of sending messages, because there we have multiple rooms for volleyball, basketball, and there is a gym just to work out the muscles, and there's a great pool a great swimming pool, and so I see great students and great athletes when we just do the next communal games. I just see great athletes, so that the soccer field, that the football field, we will must open it. And so a multiple hall room for meetings, and so let's see the farm for pigs, cows, and fish. So we have to say to the minister Ricardo Sanchez that placed here a production of goats. Well, I think it could be easily done. It is contemplated in the project. So goats for the meat and goats for milk, and so there is a fish production of different fish, in which we produce 6 tons in a 6-month period, and we have a production of cows and pigs, and so at this time we have little chickens, and it's going to be a great experience, and which is not in theory, but students that are going to be trained in different programs in different degrees, they can be trained in the practical terms to put into practice in each commune.
Continúa el presidente constitucional de la República Bolivariana de Venezuela, Nicolás Maduro, junto a la primera dama, la doctora Silvia Flores de Maduro, en este recorrido por la Universidad Nacional de las Comunas. Ha dicho el jefe de Estado venezolano que el
live to Caracas, Venezuela, at this moment in which the president is taking part in this moment of the inauguration of the National University of the Communes, at a moment in which Venezuela is getting ready for participating and taking part in the mega elections of May 25th, next Sunday, tomorrow, May 25th, in which over 21,000 Venezuelans are called to participate in these elections, so crucial for Venezuela in a moment in which the country is opening spaces for the basis of the society, for the communes of the country, who are the ones who are deciding on which projects the communes need, the communities, the neighborhoods need to develop in order to develop the country from the base, from inside out, in a moment also in which the country and the authorities are also opening new spaces for the development of those most in need of the country, a moment in which also is going to be crucial for the decision-making of the authorities of the government in the years to come, with the election of 24 governors in the regional elections that are going to be taking place tomorrow, but also the over 285 National Assembly deputies and also 260 Legislative Council representatives. This is the most important institution for the decision-making of the country, for the drafting and the implementation of laws that are going to be translating the executive orders of the President Nicolás Maduro and the government of the President Nicolás Maduro, who are being centering specifically in the development of the society in spite of the economic sanctions, the economic warfare imposed on the country by the United States and other Western allies, with the sole intention to divert the political path that Venezuela has been drawing for over 2 decades already. And this is crucial, not just for Venezuela, but also for Latin America. This is a moment in which is going to define the upcoming years of the regional alliances that are in place for several decades, like the Bolivarian Alternative for the Peoples of Our America, People's Trade Treaty, CARICOM, CELAC, and many other political alliances that are bringing Latin America together with Venezuela at the center. Let's listen to more statements of President Nicolás Maduro.
So all the leadership is going to have the core, the epicenter for their training, for forging them, and to strengthen qualitatively what is the deepening leadership of the new homeland, of the new democracy, nothing more than building up a new society with a new education. The educative and cultural revolution for a new society. The concepts are crystal clear, the capacity is clear, and we are very excited, we are very determined, and so we are just heading towards, I don't know, but this is the multiple room, the multiple use room, and we missed the radio, but we have studios for podcasts and audio visuals, but it is very important because all our government's offices, all the working equipment, the over 5,000, they all have the communication capacities from the streets to the networks and to the social media, to the walls and to the even a training program in social formation. So we have the greatest communicators in the world, in the communities, that have managed to fight off lies and the siege of the social media and to keep posted with the truth to the people, always with the truth, with the truth. So we are just advancing with a lot of love, and as every opening, we missed some rumba. So please play the rumba today on May 24th at a few hours of the greatest elections of the
We were live to Caracas, Venezuela, where President Nicolás Maduro was offering statements during the inauguration of the National University of the Communes, one day before the mega elections scheduled for this May 25th, regional and parliamentary elections in Venezuela. Venezuela decides. This is all for the moment. Stay tuned with teleSUR English.